I would like to ask about your foreigner partners, like recently now, like in the present moment. How is it with your family, with your foreigner partner and your family? Like, is he trying to support them emotionally or financially, or is that something that you have to like really say a no to? What is it?
With your question about my partner, if he is obligated to help, no. I never asked him to help, even with my daughter. I think this is something that is something that I learned growing up, never relying on anybody. I don't like to be like a burden to anyone, even if to my husband. So I work hard to support my child, my needs, and everything that I want, and not relying on him, because I don't like to be a burden. So yeah,
I salute you for that.
I think it's already a habit of because we're all single moms, right? And I have been a single mom since I was 21 or 22, and now I'm 41, and I think it's really addictive and somehow negative as well, because I'm going to expound on that later, why it's negative. But I have always been the father in the family. I can say to myself that I'm a good father, but I don't know if I'm a good mother, because you cannot be the best of both worlds. Like people would say, you can. No, you cannot, because you can only focus on one thing. You can do as many things as you want, but you can only be a good thing of one. I mean, you can only be great at doing one thing, in doing one thing. So I would say that, I've always been the father. I've always been, the sole earner in the family. And somehow this is like negative, because once you find a partner who is actually willing to put you on a pedestal, to take care of you financially, you kind of like, oh my God, this is out of normality. You panic, right? Because you're like, I've been doing this for more than 2 decades. Like what am I gonna do? So somehow it is negative, because like there are partners out there, there are men out there who really wants to, like, it's okay, Shay, you don't need to work, you can just sit right here, you can be a good mom now, you don't need to be a good dad and all that. But it's like, this is already a habit of mine where I have to make money for my kids. So independence it is. You're addicted to independence, and you're addicted to earning money. And people can say, oh, she's a Westerner, she's Americanized, or whatever. This is the circumstances that we're in. We've been single parent for so long, and this is our way of living. So it's sometimes it's hard to get that being a father part of me, because it's been me for 20 years.
I love that. That's actually where I'm also heading towards. Like, when you're a single mom, there's a lot of misconception, like, oh, for a single mom, you're going to be taking care of her, the daughter, the family. And, with Eli, he's not obligated. And it's me who even say that, like, no, I don't want you to give to my family. Like, I was in a relationship before with a kid's dad. They're even the one helping me. So why does it have to flip right now? Just because they need to be at least happy that now I'm not struggling. Now I have a partner who's really there for me. And I relate so much with what you said about, because we're very used to being the mother and the father, the provider for our kids, that when we have a partner who can actually share the load of providing for them, it's very unfamiliar and it threatens us. it makes us
Exactly.
feel uncomfortable. That's our, like, if we will talk about financial problem, that's like, who's gonna take care of the kids, who's gonna buy their bike, who's gonna buy their school supplies. And sometimes if I don't have the money, I would get like, panic. And then Eli was like, why are you worried about like school? Like, why are you not sharing it with me? I thought we're partner. Your money is my money is your money. Like, we're like that. Why are you being an individualist? If we're partner, if we see each other as partner, we have to share these things. So those are the things that we, I guess, have to unlearn. I'm trying to unlearn that. Not
Yes.
necessarily expecting, but at least knowing that I don't have to do it alone. So that's maybe new for other foreigners, because they're just thinking that they'll be expecting that.
Yeah.
I get a lot of comments. I have so many. I woke up this morning, right? And I think it's just coming from one person. I have like 10 comments coming from 10 different IDs. And the IDs are coming from, the names are all of the vloggers, right? So I know it's a troll. It's just coming from one person. And there was a comment wherein, our my latest video.
Yeah, the latest
There was a
video.
comment there that says, these are 3 single women, and I'm sure they are so happy they don't have to work anymore.
Oh my God.
You don't actually know. Like, it's hard for us to not work.
Exactly.
Like I have a patron who was here for like 3 months, and we were, we traveled together as a group, with Mary and Jenny. Joe is his name, and he sees me working a lot. Like we are dining, and I'm working on my laptop, or we're going to the beach, and I have my laptop with me, and he's always like, "Shay, come on, relax." Like, Joe, I need to work. So yeah, it's really a huge misconception that because we are single moms, we're just like, waiting for our night in shining dollars.
Oh my God.
Yeah, in shining dollars to spend for us.
You want to add something?
I receive a lot of comments like, single mother, they're gonna be like, you're gonna shoulder the kids, like you're gonna take care of the mother and the kids. So for me, because I've been independent most of my life, it's very hard for me to accept help. That's my struggle. Yeah, and that is something that I need to learn to just accept. Like, I don't have to do everything. Because me, if I have something to do, I want to do it by myself. I will never ask my partner to do it for me. So this is something that is very hard for me. Like, even anything, expenses or anything, I will shoulder it.
Yeah, oh my God. That was like, I can also totally relate. But then, mind you, girls, I have just worked on that just recently.
Yeah.
Because we have been into masculine energy for so long. I would really call that as masculine energy. And we had no choice but to be in that masculine energy because of our kids, because we have a kid to take care of, because we have family to take care of. And it is normal for us to be able to like grow into that masculine, and it's growing and growing and growing until someone really masculine came into our life and tried to make us feminine. And we're like, what? Huh? It's like, no, this is not. I want it. We are trying to like defend. And we thought that, it's a threat, kinda, because we feel like it defined us. And if we are going to give into that, it's not a definition of us. And but it's also okay now to try to be feminine, to being open to receive. That was our lesson, right? That was one of our lessons during the inner child healing, to be open to receive. And I can see the growth in that though, because now when I say, oh, I'm going to have the treat, and yes, and before I'm like, no, I would pay. You know what? When we went out and we were in a in a tricycle, everyone was like, I'm going to pay. Like, no, like everyone is like in their we are in our masculine, and we are actually trying to grow together on that, to be more feminine, because it has to be a balance of energy, girls. And especially now that you have a partner who is willing to make you a feminine energy. So let's try that. And you're growing on that, actually. We are practicing every day to be more feminine, to be more accepting, not just in financial, but also in emotional support, in anything that even as simple as someone is going to give us a coffee. Accept. We are having a hard time to accept that, right? Right? When someone is just going to give us a free coffee and like, we're like to defend, we are on defense mechanism because we are so used to being masculine. So this is a really a big eye opener to the foreigners out there, because mostly they think that Filipinas are like waiting for the knight in shining dollars. Knight in shining dollars. There's a lot of independent women out there. There's a lot of women actually who are into masculine energy, and these partners actually are. I could say that they're lucky to have you ladies, because Eli, Gio, and whoever, they're lucky to have you, because you are already like. But it's a challenge also in their part to break the little bit of masculine in you. So at least you're conscious about it, you're aware about it, and you just have to be more open to your partners now.
You know, when your partner says something like, if you need anything, just tell me.
That line, like,
There are times that you really want to, but you can't, right? And if you accept help from your partner or from anyone, you always feel like,
tight.
I have to give something back.
The
Yes,
obligation.
you feel obligated to give something back. Like for what? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel the same. Like if Gio buys lunch, I feel like I need to buy dinner next time, or I need to buy the next coffee. That's how I always feel. And Gio be like, you don't need to. You're my wife. But I don't feel good. I need to buy you something also. It's very hard. It's very hard.
What about you, Gladys?
I think I'm slowly like embracing that, because I can sense now, I think one thing is like when we went traveling in Vietnam, and like I want to buy something. Now I can just say it in a funny way, like, Daddy. Yeah, we can just laugh about it.
Yeah.
The only part of that I'm still working on is towards my kids. If he's spending for me, I'm happily receiving it. But if he's spending for my kids, like it would mean so much for me, but I would never ask. Yeah, it would be so hard for me to ask. He would have to notice that I'm already struggling before I would even say it. And then it creates like conflict, because why are you withholding this problem? Why are you withholding this struggle? And then it creates conflict between us because you're not in a good energy state. So that's the place that I'm working on. And yes, it can be worked on.
Actually, after our session, when you said, with my cards right, always accept, everything will come. I started accepting, like saying yes when Gio do you have money? Even if I have, I would say no. Do you want money? Yes. I tried to like swallow my pride and just accept it, and I feel happy about it. I feel
It's nice to be in the feminine energy too. You just need to be more to practice more on that one, and you're doing good on that. Of course, because you're conscious, you're not gonna manipulate your partner to. You're not like that. I know that, and now. I'm really happy with the progress, with the opening to receive, and that's why I'm like in the group chat, I'm like dinner, and everybody's just heart, because later on, otherwise someone else would say, okay, the drinks is on me, or this is on me, like okay, everybody's accepting, good. So yeah, we are working on our feminine energy to open up more, and yeah, we should. Right? So yeah, I think that's it. That covers everything to today. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences and fun and laughter and the wisdom. It has everything, all the flavor. And Gladys, it's your first time in my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Shay, always thank you. And Maya, is there anything else that you would like to say as a final word to your fans, to anything? Any final thing that you would like to say?
So yeah, I just wanna say that it's not you're not obligated to help. Just like what Shay said, it should be coming from your heart that you genuinely want to help, not because you feel obligated. Yeah.
Yeah. Just communicate with your partner. Whatever you feel, whatever you think, just tell her so that, she can be aware of, of things and all that. And as family obligations, yes, you are responsible to take care of your immediate family, but not the extended ones. If you want to help with the extended ones, that would be great, because a lot of Filipinos are really, we are grateful, and, a lot of us would really need some help. But again, it has to be coming from your heart and genuine willingness.
For me, I think I would point out on how, because we have Leia here and it's Leia's channel. It's all about energy and frequency. And I feel like giving and receiving has the same frequency actually. And it's such a beautiful, it's a high, high frequency. But the killer of that is when you feel obligated to give, when you feel obligated to receive, or when you're expecting. Obligated and expectation kills that frequency. So if you want to feel good about giving, give it from genuine heart. And if you're someone who is receiving, receive it without necessarily having to think that, I have to give it back. Just receive it openly. And when you do that in that way, both of you, the giver and the receiver will have such a beautiful feeling. It's just love there. So thank you.
I love it. Thank you so much. And I would like to add up on that, because the giving and receiving has to be balanced. And if you're just gonna keep on give, there's no balance and you're not open to receive, then the currency of the universe is not balanced. So I love that you also pointed out here. I love that they mix the mix of wisdom and spirituality is here. So thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. Big thank you. Say goodbye.